What is going on, everybody?
Hello, what the hell?
It is Pixelmotters here.
You threw
And
off
welcome
my
back
thing.
to Danganronpa another. Listen, sometimes I have to be the crazy one in these
No,
intros.
you don't.
When we left off, we are in the trial, and things are messy around here.
Mm-hmm.
But we may have come across a fact that we never really thought of before.
No, we did. We didn't may have. We did.
But when it comes to the Monokuma files,
Mm-hmm.
who was to say if it could have been AM or PM? We just saw it to 8:35
And assumed.
And assumed. And you know what they say about assuming? It makes an ass
Out of you and Ming.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that version of it. But maybe, just maybe,
Listen, Ming deserves recognition.
our ultimate lawyer may have died at nighttime last night before the announcement even happened, which is fucking crazy. And it complicates things because at this point then, no one has an alibi. Even someone that came up and opened the door with us upstairs can be a culprit in this case, because that means that
What if there's two different blackened?
from the way that Monokuma was speaking, it doesn't seem that that's the case, because he
Okay.
wouldn't let that be the case. He had
Yeah.
his whole monologue spiel about not ruining everything by causing chaos with that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, one blackened, no more than 2 victims. But yeah, it's very interesting. I almost wonder if Inori was pre-planned in some way, but then the situation with our ultimate lawyer, whose name is fleeting from me right now at the moment. If his
Yamaguchi.
Yeah, Yamaguchi, if his is more sporadic or spontaneous, because killing 2 people and having it be so drastically apart feels convoluted for just trying to get out.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens though. Day and night. Day and night? Guys, wait a sec.
I also don't
Wait.
like this because it puts everybody on the suspect list
Yeah,
now.
that's what I was saying. There's something bothering me.
What is it, Maeda-kun?
Does anyone have Yamaguchi's Monokuma file? I brought it since I was the last to investigate. Why? Did you think of something? Kinji, read exactly what's written in the Monokuma file, word for word. Please. All right.
He's like, what?
The victim is Kakeru Yamaguchi. The estimated time of death is around 8:40. Found in the library with a sharp cut running from the back of his neck to the throat. The murder weapon is presumed to be something sharp. There are no other external injuries.
He's like, uh-oh.
Something's weird, isn't it? Weird? What is?
Guys.
The Monokuma file says the estimated time of death was 8:40, but it doesn't say if it was AM or PM at all.
What? Eh?
Eh?
Gasp. More useful than the cop, huh?
Holy shit, you're a genius. So that was it.
Well, Otori, Kamashikawa and I don't really get what you mean, so please explain.
What? Hey, why do I have to be lumped in with idiots?
Because you are one. Did you understand it then?
Please explain my head.
Uh-huh.
Think about it. Every Monokuma file we've seen so far clearly stated whether it was AM or PM. The victim is Kyoka Maki.
Yeah.
The estimated time of death is around 6 a.m. Found hanging in the girl's bathroom in the dormitory. Cause of death was a contusion in the back of the head. There was heavy bleeding. Victim was Kisuna Tamori, 9:30 p.m. We get.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't need the reminder of our trauma. Ah, you're right. This Monokuma file didn't say AM or PM at all. That was a blind spot. So the statement that Monokuma files contain only the truth wasn't wrong. It means the time of death wasn't 8:40 in the morning, but actually 8:40 in the evening of the day before.
Then that means Yamaguchi-kun was already dead last night when we were all just walking around?
Wait, isn't this too much of a leap? Just because it doesn't say AM or PM doesn't mean we can conclusively say he died the night before. Maybe Monokuma just forgot to include it.
You know what sucks?
Yeah?
Inori would be able to tell probably how long he was dead, roughly.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that's why they went after her.
Maybe.
Because she could have been a huge asset in getting them caught. Just like how she has in the two previous cases.
Maybe. There's still the weird convolutions of, the blood bags and all, and
Yeah.
all of that. And then
I'm just
Kinjo-
wondering why she was targeted. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, it's no leap. In fact, this case would be unsolvable if that weren't the case. At first, I just lacked information because it was unconscious, but everything starts to make sense when considering it happened at 8:40 p.m.
It also could just be because she was small and she couldn't break out of anything.
Yeah. But still, if you're still not convinced, how about we ask Monokuma?
Yeah.
Huh? Do it yourself.
The-
All the previous Monokuma files always included AM or PM for the time of death. Is there a reason it was left out this time?
To make it more confusing.
Well...
Why are you yodeling?
No comment, yodeling. If I tell you that, it means I'm participating in the trial. I've said it many times. I've decided not to interfere in the trials at all. That's the rule.
Monokuma files always provide accurate information. And based on that, they help us with deductions. It's a kind of service system. But right now, because of its confusing information, an unnecessary argument is happening. I think this is a problem, Monokuma.
That's... Guess there's no helping it. You're not wrong. I can tell you. One thing's for sure, the Monokuma files always tell the truth. But there's something some of you might have already noticed whilst going through these cases. The descriptions in the files are adjusted to fit the circumstances of each case.
Adjusted?
To put it simple, or simply some might say, for example, if the culprit wanted to hide the murder weapon and did their best to create the trick, what would happen if Monokuma files to be said, the weapon was presumed to be blah 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 blah.
But
Whatever he said, but indeed it's a system so delicate that it makes me sick. Oh, you didn't like my improv? It's just how it is. The Monokuma file is a tool to help with the investigation, not a tool that reveals the whole truth. Of course, there's no lies in them, but you're the ones extracting information from it. Don't think I don't get it just because you're beating around the bush. This means that the culprit out of this case wanted to hide the time of death. And that's why it was left out of the Monokuma file. Right? Well, I don't know. I don't know anything.
my god.
There's nothing to be done, because this time trick we almost got everything wrong right from the start. I know it definitely looks that way, but are we really sure? Without solid evidence, this is just a guess based on Monokuma's words. Add some interference from the situation. Inference from the situation.
Interference.
It's being interfered with, all right.
Why so negative? Is there something you're hiding?
No, it's just that I want to be sure. Right, I get it. Then, as Kobushikawa said, I just need to show evidence that makes it clear. You've got evidence? Yes. Even before thinking about whether it was AM or PM, I'd already wondered about it. But now that I know about the time trick, it makes excellent evidence for it. Is this going to be where the question that came up during investigation? It was something I noticed while examining Yamaguchi's body. Oh, okay. If you've been dead for over a day, the cause of that can be explained. Question is, the bleeding had stopped.
Yeah.
The evidence is simple. There was no blood coming out of Yamaguchi's neck. As
That's
morbid
why it
as
was.
that
That's why it
sounds.
was dry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh? That can't be right. The library was full of blood.
That's true, but anyone who examined the body closely would have noticed something was off. In contrast to the pool of blood all over the library, there wasn't a single drop of blood coming out of the cut on Yamaguchi's neck. Really? I didn't look too closely at the body, so... Yes, really. I felt something was off too. Now that we started talking about Yamaguchi's time of death, it all clicked into place. So, to sum it up, the bleeding had stopped, which would mean that a significant amount of time had passed since he died?
It makes more sense now. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It confirms the fact that Yamaguchi-kun was already dead last night.
Can you wait a moment? If that's the case, then what about the sea of blood in the library? It hadn't dried up. It looked like it had only just spilled. The blood in the library was just a setup made by the culprit to make us think Yamaguchi had just died. A large amount of blood was probably created using something I found in the infirmary.
Yep.
It's go time. Somewhere here.
Missing blood packs.
There it is. Hello. Did you know there's a refrigerator in their infirmary for storing blood packs?
Oh, so that's what it was for? I thought it was for like storing drinks for injured people to stay hydrated.
You never drank them, right?
No?
Okay, good. Inside was a lot of blood transfusion packs sorted by blood type. But when I checked it this morning, every single last one of them was gone. I didn't get a chance to check out the infirmary, so I didn't know. But if it's as Maeda says...
The blood in the library was a setup using blood packs. I see. Thinking about it, it did seem a bit strange. Like that there was too much blood.
Besides, Yamaguchi died in the art room to begin with. So much blood in the library doesn't make sense. You could say it was over-disguised. And as for the time of death, I also have an idea. Maeda, do you remember? Right before the trial started, when I ran into you on the hallway on the second floor. You mean that time? Yeah, I definitely said this to you. That just before I lost consciousness during the night, I saw Yamaguchi collapsed and bleeding. What? Hold on, didn't you get attacked? Of course, that was during nighttime yesterday.
Then that means Yamaguchi-kun really...
Monokuma file, dry blood, blood packs, what Kinji saw. With all this evidence, there's no denying it.
That makes sense. They would use the blood packs to make it seem like it was a fresh kill.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Everyone understands now, right? Kakeru Yamaguchi didn't die at 8:40 this morning, but at 8:40 last night.
They should have like put some on his neck if they were smart.
Yeah. So that's how it happened.
Not bad, incompetent. I'll give you some praise.
Not bad? Like, you know you were locked up the whole time, weren't you?
Dude, shut up. Don't assume things on your own. Still, I guess I can give you a tiny bit of credit. I already knew who the culprit was, but like I said, I wasn't totally sure about the trick. Let's just say my view on you has improved by about 0.1%.
Well, is that supposed to be a compliment? Now that we know Yamaguchi was already dead last night, feels like all the mysteries have been solved. Inori's death, the bloodstains, the body being moved. It all makes sense now. However, the real problem begins here. The question of who was the culprit. Yeah, fuck if I know. That's, yeah, it's too soon to celebrate. Even if we've discovered the whole trick, if we don't know who did it, it's all for nothing.
But if everything we've said so far is true, then the culprit intentionally chose 8:40 p.m. and 8:40 a.m. to confuse us, right? And they even went as far as to scatter blood packs to disguise the crime scene. They killed 2 people and on top of that attacked 3 others who had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, this case is fundamentally different from the previous 2 ones.
It's so chaotic.
From 2 previous ones, which were somewhat impulsive or borderline accidental. This time, it was a deliberate, carefully thought out, premeditated murder. Kinjo's right. Unlike the first 2 cases, this one is filled with clear, unmistakable malice. Who committed such meticulous murders? Could it really be one of them? Was there really a need to throw in the portraits? Okay,
Yeah.
thanks, God. Thanks, game.
It's just going around the room.
Kinjo, what should we do now? If we really figured out the tricks, all that's left to do is to identify the culprit. In order to do that, we should first go over everyone's alibis.
Yes.
Now that we know Yamaguchi's real time of death, we can examine everyone's whereabouts at that time and the culprit should become clear. Everyone was going to be in their rooms.
Alibis, right?
Let's go one by one. At the actual time of Yamaguchi's death, that is 8:40 p.m., what was everyone doing? Yesterday at 8:40 p.m.? Wasn't that when Tyra caused a scene? A scene?
Oh, that's...
You know, last night Tyra tried to kill herself.
Oh my god. Just like you kind of told her to, Kinjo. It wasn't a big deal. Tyra just got a little hurt. It has nothing to do with the case. Mikako-chan, she's like, let's not talk about that.
Right.
She's trying to be sensitive. That's nice.
At that time, Kurokawa, Otori, Iranami, Kobushikawa, and I, the 5 of us were helping Tyra. Thinking about it, it must have been around 8:40. Is that so? In that case, it seems like the 6 of you can be taken off the suspect list. Maybe.
Yeah. Huh, it just is me, Psycho Cop, and the priest. Huh? but isn't that strange? Those 3 were all attacked and left unconscious by the culprit.
Oh boy. It's not that complicated. I don't want to doubt anyone, but in this case, there's only one possibility.
One of them's lying? Yep.
One of the 3 is lying. Okay.
They're all quiet.
Would you really do it? You're the one that, from the get-go,
He's been an enigma.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been able to get a good read on him.
No. And like we were saying before, is that as much as I don't want the whole, like, oh, I have been got thing, and I don't want it to have too much of a repeat of playing with that card. But Kinji could, as we said before, be pretending not to know how a phone works to then be able to utilize it in this and try and cover for himself.
Like planning that far ahead.
Yeah.
Oh. One of the 3 is lying?
First of all, could each of you tell us, as honestly as possible, what you were doing at exactly 8:40 p.m. yesterday?
Kinji's like, I got knocked out.
I was on the 3rd floor. I must have been loitering around the casino area. Unfortunately, there's no one who can testify to that. I was checking the door at the entrance, but no one else was around, so I can't prove it.
Same here.
Same here, what? What do you mean? Checking the door with him?
Yeah.
What, all 3 of you have no witnesses? Is you playing this or something?
It's because all 3 of them are lone wolves.
They really are. That means all 3 of them could have done it, right?
Unfortunately. So one of them wasn't attacked by the culprit, but pretended to be?
Sorry, but Kinjo, Uehara, and Makaru, can you each explain what happened when you were attacked at dawn?
I honestly feel like it could be Uehara pretending, because he could have just put some blood on his head and he wiped it off.
Yeah.
And he was acting totally fine. So they're like, oh, what about your injury? Do you need to lie down? He's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. If it'll clear up your doubts, then by all means. It was a little after 3 a.m. I was going up from the 1st floor to the 2nd, and I sensed something from the direction of the library. So I went there.
Plus, I don't know how Mikaru could have tied herself up and put herself in the locker and locked the locker.
That's impressive.
You know what I mean?
If so, I would love to know how you did it.
Yeah.
That's some magician type shit.
It is.
Fucking Himiko is watching on the sidelines like, damn. All right. Went out inside, I saw Yamaguchi lying on the floor.
It's magic.
There it is. Now I know that he was already dead, but at the time I couldn't tell whether he was simply unconscious. So I approached to check.
And that's when you were attacked?
That's right. Normally I never let my guard down, but when I saw Yamaguchi collapse there, I must have let it slip for a second. I think the culprit was counting on that until he showed me his body. Showed you? Yeah. Do you understand what I mean? By that point, Yamaguchi had already been moved to the library. He wasn't covered in blood like now, however. Then, in addition to confusing him with Inori, they also used Yamaguchi's body as bait to lure you? I wonder why they only knocked me out instead of killing me. But they'll regret it. I've honestly been, because the whole that doesn't make sense to me thing. That situation, sorry if that puts Kinjo on the shit list right here. But think about it, if you spend so much time trying to obfuscate the time of death of, Inori and Yamaguchi, you're going through all this effort to make it seem like they both passed away at around the same time. So the murder happened at the same time. Why leave that there and wait for someone, or like Kinjo, to walk in and just wallop them and not kill them because that person destroys everything that you work for?
To be
because
fair,
you had a witness to the body.
He almost didn't wake up in time for the trial. And I think they were counting on that.
That is the one thing I'm giving it, is that they were hoping that they wouldn't have to kill. But then at that point also, if you've killed one person and you're going to kill a second person, why not kill a third person to safeguard it?
Because it's not what they were planning on.
Maybe they were just hoping that it would make him look guilty.
That's true.
By leaving a body there and being like, he did it.
This one's dead, but he's not. Like,
yeah, the psycho left the psycho cop in that moment and he passed out. I don't know, but I wonder but they'll regret it.
Because it is making him look suspicious. So
yeah. As thanks for sparing me, we'll definitely find them out and make sure they receive the punishment they deserve. It was similar for me. It's probably before Kinjo's case. I was heading up to the 3rd floor when I got attacked on the stairs.
Notice how he was saying it was probably before?
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, I couldn't have knocked him out because I probably got knocked out before he did.
How about you, Makaru?
Well, more or less the same. I got attacked near the art room, blacked out, and woke up inside a locker. But all of that happened in the middle of the night, right? It seems you got attacked at different times. There was no witnesses, so how can we tell who the culprit is?
Wait, don't you think there was something a little different about the method each person was attacked? The method? The method of the attack. We saw Kinji and Uehara with head wounds and bleeding, so we know they were hit, but Makaru, didn't she say she had no injuries and didn't bleed?
Oh. So you're saying Makaru's the culprit? Do I have to spell everything out for you? It was chloroform. That's what they used.
Chlor, what now?
Oh my god. Chloroform, right? It often appears in mystery novels. You press a handkerchief over someone's mouth and then they pass out.
You mean something like that is in the school?
There's a lot in this school. If you had even a shred of curiosity and bothered to check the science lab, you'd have found it easily. I still remember the moment right before I blacked out. What came near my mouth was definitely a handkerchief.
Okay. Well, if that's what it was. So who's the culprit then? Judging by alibis, it's gotta be one of those 3, right?
Don't think about how they were attacked. Think about the reason. Why they were attacked in the first place.
Why?
I feel like she's figured something out.
Now that you mention it, the culprit is kind of strange. They didn't just kill 2 people, they went out of their way to attack 3 more.
Maybe it's simply because they were wandering around late at night? Considering the prepared alarm, if they had seen a body or something and ruined their entire plan.
That's possible, but there's something I've been thinking about. I didn't say it confidently, but the cell phone used to kill Inori disappeared after I got attacked. I mentioned this to you, Maeda, didn't I? Oh yeah, you said you were looking for it in the 2nd floor hallway?
He could be lying, easily.
Yeah.
Oh, so the culprit attacked Uehara-kun to steal the phone as if it was something necessary for the murder. Aha! That means Uehara had a reason to be targeted.
If that's the case, then Kinji probably had one too. If he'd been running around investigating like usual, it would have been bad news for the culprit. I mean, he's the ultimate police officer, ain't he? And he did well in the past 2 trials.
Yeah, if it literally weren't for him as well, we wouldn't have gotten anywhere as easily as we did.
And look at this trial. We've been struggling because Kinjo didn't get a chance to properly gather clues, right?
Yep, that too.
Now, even though you did investigate properly that tone, you're still trying to pass it all on to me.
Come on, don't be like that. If we fail the trial, your life's in danger too, right?
Well, now that we've gotten this far, the truth seems pretty clear. Huh? I had my suspicions for a while now, but combining with everything I've heard so far,
Is he gonna say Uehara?
the culprit's outline appeared in my mind. I think a few of you might have caught on too, right? Culprit's outline appeared?
What are you talking about, Kinjo-kun? Do you know who the culprit is?
Combining everything we've heard, the testimonies, the circumstances of the case, the alibis, there's one person whose statements are contradictory.
Contradictory?
That person is the culprit. Have I not been paying enough attention?
Contradictory?
Contradictory statements. Wait. The only thing I have right now is that Uehara said that he was wandering the halls of the 3rd floor, but he was found
on the second, right?
2nd floor.
Yeah.
By the stairwell.
Yeah.
And among them, there's one who made a contradictory statement. Hikaru's even said her second one, so
no.
I
Also,
will
she
assume.
wouldn't have immediately been like, "Give me your hand. What? Let me see your hand." Like that's
yeah.
That's a little too.
Yeah. I'm sorry, buddy, but here's looking at you, kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. God damn it, my guy. Do you know how many crosses I had waiting for you for free time events, you motherfucker?
You're a man of the cloth. What are you
I've got
doing?
like 9 crosses with your name on it. What the fuck did you see in your video?
For real. Oh, that's true.
Yeah. to want to go through this much level?
Yeah.
Don't tell me. Was it you?
He saw God himself telling him to kill these two people.
Kinji? Kinji Uehara?
Huh? Literally the last person you would expect.
Yeah. Well, what in the blazes?
Aside from Kinjo. Whoa!
You motherfucker. What has you been cooking up?
Oh boy.
Alright.
What has you been?
We can save here. Boom.
Boy,
Alright.
boy.
I mean, at this point, yeah, the question is why now?
Yeah,
Because
why?
we pretty much have, like, the situation of how things played out in the first place, but why? And what? Why do you go through all this effort to go do to do this?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. All right. What the fuck have you been cooking up?
What did he see?
Kinji Uehara. Was it you? No. Next question.
Oh. Silence.
Well, wait a minute. Uehara? He's the culprit? Can you elaborate on why exactly it is me? I'm not entirely sure yet, but according to Kinjo, the culprit said something contradictory. And among the three without solid alibis, it could only be you, Uehara.
Contradictory? When did Uehara can say something like that?
Remember what he said just earlier? Claiming the culprit attacked him during the night and that was when the cell phone disappeared. But that doesn't make sense.
Does that make sense? I don't get it at all.
I'm not saying it's definitely the truth. For now, it's just a theory, but I can't think of any other contradiction except that one. Let me explain so that everyone can follow. First of all, the culprit killed Yamaguchi at 8:40 p.m. last night, right? If so, they must have started destroying and hiding the evidence since then. And by that time, Inori had already been captured by the culprit. Remember? Her coat was used to wipe Yamaguchi's blood. From that, we can infer that they were targeted at almost the same time. And we all know how Inori was killed, right? She was murdered by a remote method using the phone's alarm. It was a thoroughly premeditated crime. Just from the fact they already had removed her coat and used it to clean up blood shows how deliberately the culprit planned this. They prepared everything in advance. In summary, the culprit was fully prepared. They already had everything in place when they attacked. Otherwise, it would have been too risky. Indeed, everything was already prepared.
Including the phone.
Including a need for a cell phone.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, and? What's weird about that?
Because wasn't he like, oh, hey, I'll hold on to it? Didn't he volunteer?
Well, I mean, he did.
Or did he find it?
The main contradiction is the point of that, like, the culprit had already included the cell phone in the plot
he was the one
before
who
enacting
had it.
And he was the one who had it, and that's...
But he was like, oh, someone took it from me.
Yeah, but instead of saying that, it's a really loose end for a culprit who's already moving in confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you get it? Uehara claimed his cell phone was stolen during the night. But would a culprit this thoroughly prepaid really act so boldly without already having the phone?
It's prepared, not prepaid. It's a typo.
I think that I've seen prepaid as a word before.
Is prepaid a word?
I think it is, but I don't know what it is. But
I've never heard that word. Huh? Wait a minute.
Maeda's right. For it had been killed that way, the culprit must have already planned that trick by the time the attacks began last night. It wouldn't make sense to plan that crime and only then attack Uehara
It's
to
a
get a cell
misspelling,
phone without any guarantee of success. Oh.
Yep.
Oh well. But Uehara had been carrying the phone ever since it was found. So then, how did the culprit take it from him? It's not like they attacked from him beforehand and took it. There's one simple answer to this. Uehara, who had the phone since the beginning, would have easily been able to carry out the plan.
Yep.
Uehara.
Oh.
Nah. Why couldn't it have been one of you?
You did this to yourself.
I know. Is that really it? You killed Yamaguchi and Inori?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well, that was kind of an evil laugh. What's with you? Totally not guilty, huh?
Yeah.
What's so funny?
Ooh.
I apologize, I just found it rather hilarious. That someone like me, who believes in God and spreads his words, is being called a murderer. I simply cannot believe it.
He's probably counting on that for them not to suspect him, too. Then that means you're not the culprit, right?
Besides, I don't know how to use a cell phone. You all saw, right? All right. Of course, I am not the culprit. Will you believe me if I say that?
No. Huh?
Based on your reasoning so far, I am certainly the one who fits the profile of the culprit. Therefore, just saying that I am not the culprit will not make you believe me. Exactly. There's 99.99% chance that you're the culprit. Then all you need to do is prove the remaining 0.01%, right?
Oh boy.
What? I said based on your reasoning so far. In other words, if your reasoning were wrong, then that would also mean I am not the culprit. Are you saying you have something to object to? Of course. From here on, I will show you exactly how your reasoning is flawed and prove my innocence. Are you prepared?
That's gonna be
You know I fucking am.
Oh my god. There we go.
Oh boy. Okay.
Alright. Careful, he's gonna throw his cross at you.
The reasons you're accusing me of being the culprit are the fact that I don't have an alibi for the time of the murder and the contradiction involving the cell phone, right? There's nothing I can say about the alibi. But it is going too far to assume I'm the culprit simply because of that. So let me show you. I'll prove there's nothing strange about the phone being stolen at night. Okay. What blades am I gonna have to even work on this with?
Bloody locker, Mikaru's testimony, Inori's body, and sea of blood in the library.
Okay. I understand your reasoning. But are you certain it's all correct? What if your very premise is flawed? For example, did Yamaguchi really die at 8:40 in the evening? Yes.
Yeah. Advance!
That's already settled. Yamaguchi has nothing to do with this. The reason you're suspecting Uehara is because the evening Inori had already been captured. Your phone was being stolen after nighttime makes no sense.
Oof.
Would you, the culprit who's done such an elaborate crime, act so recklessly without preparation? I'm talking about things prior to that. Whether it's Yamaguchi and Inori, both said to have been caught at 8:40 p.m., but we discovered their bodies the next morning. If the bodies were left there for a long time, could they have really gone unnoticed? Even if the time of death is 8:40 p.m., they just have many more hours left.
Oh god.
We leave it in the library until the morning?
Yeah.
What Uehara is trying to say is that if Yamaguchi died at 8:40 p.m. and Inori was captured soon after, someone could have found the bodies before morning. It's not impossible, even if it was nighttime. Kinji, Mikaru, and Uehara all broke the nighttime rule and moved around freely. Even if that's the reason they were attacked, according to their testimonies, they were attacked late at night. But 8:40 p.m. is still over an hour before the nighttime. But someone as skilled at investigating as Kinji and Mikaru really didn't discover the bodies? Now, there's no reason to be shaken by the time of death. Uehara just saying this to avoid suspicion by any means. If the bodies could have been hidden somewhere, like a bloody locker.
Because there was a lot of blood in there.
Let me look for the correct statement I would use that for. Which I think is the very final one.
Yeah.
No. Excusez-moi, 8:40 in the evening. Proceed.
Advance.
Advance.
Advance. It's already settled. Nothing to do with this. You've already been captured.
Password.
Preparation.
Prior to that.
Both said to have been caught at 8:40. Discovered their bodies the next morning. Body were left there. Yep.
Gotcha.
Nice.
There we go. All right.
Good job.
Thank you. We did it. Boom.
Perfection.
And now we save.
Yes.
Bam. The bodies were left there? Do you really believe that? Do you have any evidence against it? I do. Remember the locker in the art room, the one Mikaru was locked in? It was covered in blood, but Mikaru didn't bleed at all. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, why else would it be there?
Now that you mention it, yeah, Mikaru said she was knocked out with chloroform, so she couldn't have bled. So then...
someone else was in there. covered in blood.
Waiting. Exactly. Yamaguchi was killed early, so before the culprit could have knocked out Kinji and Makaru, who are nuisances wandering around at night, Yamaguchi's body was in the locker.
I see. So after attacking Makaru, the culprit moved Yamaguchi's body to the library and then put Makaru inside the locker?
To be precise, they attacked Makaru before me, then moved the body to the library to lure me into letting my guard down. So if we organize the order of attacks, first, Inori was captured. Then Yamaguchi was killed. After that, Makaru was knocked out, and finally they came after me. Well, Uehara, our reasoning from earlier is fundamentally flawless. No matter what excuse you try to make, it won't change that. It's hard to believe it, but if you really are the culprit, please just confess. I don't want to keep doing this, suspecting and arguing against each other. Like Maeda said, I can't wrap my head around this guy being the culprit.
It is weird.
Quiet, reserved, devout believer in God. That guy's a murderer who killed 2 people? His usual behavior or his faith are not evidence nor excuses in an investigation. We have to focus on one thing, identifying the only person who could be the culprit. So, what's it going to be, murderer? Uehara. Yes, I apologize. I was wrong. Are you admitting it? No, heavens, no. No, yeah. I mean, I was wrong to doubt your reasoning. Yamaguchi's time of death and the trick to obstruct it all seem to check out.
And if all that's true, then you're the only one left who could be the culprit.
But it wasn't me. Indeed, everyone except me, Kinji, and Makaru has an alibi. And just because of that cell phone, I'm being mistaken for the culprit. Mistaken? What are you talking about? You are the culprit. It's not a matter of suspicion anymore. Every single condition required for the crime points straight at you. Don't you understand that? I am aware. I'm the person who fits the condition for the crime. Among the living people, that is. What?
Are they really gonna pull what I thought?
This bastard. How long are you gonna be so stubborn? Stubborn or not, I am not the culprit. Since you are pressuring me like this, is it not only natural that I'm doing anything I can to convince you? Otherwise, you'll all vote me, an innocent man, as the blackened, and we'll all die together. To be so adamant, don't tell me. Is he really not the culprit?
Oh, Tori is so fucking gullible.
You idiot, he's trying to trick us, obviously. That said, I'm not entirely sure either. No matter how I look at it, I can't believe Uehara is the culprit. Idiots, all of you.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
If you are going to tell me that means that our precious little bean murdered the giant lawyer man
and then set herself up.
Well, no, I think because the point would be is, well, I mean, this is fuck you. What the hell did you just say? Yeah. All they have is points to Uehara as the culprit, so why is he so calm? Does he have some decisive counter argument? I mean, he's probably been planning this for a while, so
yeah.
Nothing. I've still got one logical argument that'll make you believe I am not the culprit. I hope you'll change your minds after hearing this.
I'm sure you do.
Well, apparently I have something to change your mind on that one, so make your argument.
Nori's body, Kinjo's ambush, stun gun, Tyra's testimony.
Okay.
Among the living people, what do you mean?
Think carefully. There must be someone else who could have committed the crime other than me. For example, Kanata Inori.
Inori, really? Inori's dead, though?
And like 4 feet tall?
Yeah.
Would you not find it strange that the culprit killed 2 people? My guess is that Inori killed Yamaguchi and then committed suicide.
Bruh.
You're fucking crazy.
And you think she knocked you out to take the phone?
How stupid. Do you really think that makes any sense? Why wouldn't it? Kinji, you of all people should know that Inori could have done it.
But like physically, you know?
She definitely has no alibi.
Taping yourself, dropping the phone into water. Suicide isn't impossible.
So then, Inori's the culprit? Going to my reasoning, what happened is Inori killed Yamaguchi at 8:40. After hiding Yamaguchi in the closet, she went around the hallway at nighttime carrying out attacks one by one.
I feel like Tyra's testimony is going to be the bullet.
Her very last act was to go to the science lab. She'd prepared to tie
remember,
herself
she
up
tried
and
to
set
go
up
into the
alarm.
science lab. Or she did go into the science lab, but got the scissors there.
Yeah, it happened a little
At
bit.
night.
Yeah.
Before 8:40.
Yeah, Uehara claims that it was Inori who killed Yamaguchi. Since she disappeared since last night, then it is entirely possible that she committed the crime. But, is she really the killer? After killing Yamaguchi, she took her own life? That doesn't seem right. Alright. After setting everything up, she would have had to go where she planned to die.
Yep.
Yes, there must be a contradiction there. No, we got it.
It's Tyra's testimony.
Alright, so Yamaguchi. Alright,
Wait.
give me the final one. And then
Science lab.
boom.
Yep.
It's not that easy, my guy.
Nope. Hey, Tyra, thanks for trying to...
You helped us in a way.
Ironically.
Oh, man.
I mean, if she didn't choose to do that, then...
Uehara, that's wrong. Your rebuttal is full of contradictions. You, again, Maeda, why? You were all in the dorms during nighttime. If the culprit attacked Kinji, Makaru, and me, then it wouldn't be impossible for Inori. According to you, Inori killed Yamaguchi, attacked Makaru, Kinjo, and you, set everything up, including the blood plaques, and then finally went into the science lab to commit suicide, right? Yes, no one saw it, so there's no way to deny it, right?
About that.
No, someone did see something. The reason why Inori can't be the culprit is because someone saw it.
Saw an empty science lab.
What? Tyra, you saw it, didn't you? That right before nighttime yesterday.
Or actually, no, wait, yeah.
You stopped by the science lab and the door wouldn't open.
Wait, no, she didn't go in there. She tried to, but it was locked.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. Huh? Oh, yeah, the door wouldn't open.
Weird, isn't it? If Uehara's claims are right, Inori should have been cleaning up Inori's body. Yamaguchi's body
Yeah.
and preparing to attack Kinjo and the others. So why wouldn't the door open?
She was already in there.
Fuck. The answer is obvious.
He's like, ha ha ha.
Inori was already tied up inside at that time. Oh, right, if the door was locked, it would be impossible to open from outside. So if Inori was still committing the crime, the door being already locked is a massive contradiction. Wait a second. What do you think, Uehara? Can you still say Inori could have committed the crime? Hold on, just because the lab was locked doesn't necessarily mean that it was done with a latch. Maybe when Tyra went there, it was only temporarily locked using a door lock.
Oh dear, what do we do? According to my investigation, the science lab door doesn't have a lock or anywhere to put a lock.
It's
Which means
over.
it can only be done from the
Kinji
barred
Uehara.
from the inside.
Yeah. There's nothing left for you to argue. It's time to confess.
This is crazy.
Gah. Uehara, please just admit it already. No.
Oh no, there he goes again. Okay. My God.
Uehara?
Crash out.
Why? Why are you? I thought it'd be fine if neutralizing Tsurugi, Kinjo, and Rei Makaru, so why? Why is a talentless trash like you able to drive me into a corner like this?
Holy shit.
Well, discussion's done, right, everybody?
Yeah.
Uehara, your character's totally falling apart.
Uehara, you should calm down a little.
Shut up, you damn bitch!
Ooh.
Because you just had to mess with the science lab door, my whole plan fell apart! It's over. I think we can take what you just said as a confession, can't we?
Yep. So you kept it together just to have a mental breakdown at the end? How pathetic.
Shut up! Shut it! Shut the hell up!
Oh, he said hell.
It's not over yet. I'm not done. Just wait. There's that thing. That thing!
What thing?
Yeah, evidence. You've got no evidence. If I'm the culprit, show me the evidence.
Bro, what the fuck?
What are you talking about now? You're the only one with that alibi. Who else could it be? Shut the hell up, you dick-sized bastard. You want that spiky-ass head of yours, slam it into the ground. Hey, why you sound like a god, like some damn criminal? Not like a criminal, he is one. Even now, are you still not going to admit it?
It's funny how he's like, give me evidence when he already admitted to the crime.
Pretty much.
Like, that's crazy. Can't we just ignore him and vote already?
Yes.
From what he just said about neutralizing Kinji and Makaru or whatever, it's pretty much a confession, right?
I'll kill you. Anyone trying to vote now, I'll kill you on the spot.
That too.
Killing someone to culprit without any evidence. You're all fucking disgraces.
Bruh. Well, what do we do?
Oh, Monokuma wouldn't allow that, right, my guy?
Yeah.
Uehara, if I show you the evidence, will you finally admit it? Of course I'd admit it. If such evidence even exists. Not just speculatory stuff like alibis, but real, physical evidence.
My god. Ooh, maybe his hand.
Might exist.
His hand? Something about his hand?
Maybe if it can finally come into play. What?
Because, like, otherwise we would have no idea what Makaru was going on about with that.
Maeda, as you probably know, you'll only make it worse by bringing up some flimsy evidence. Unfortunately, I can't think of anything else to help you. So are you sure about this? Yeah. Besides, with Uehara in this state, trying to force a confession would be impossible.
I guess he would feel better about condemning him to death if he actually confesses it, so there's no doubts.
Yeah.
Before it happens.
Well, maybe I'll show him proper proof.
I don't know. I don't know the reasoning behind
Something that'll make him finally admit it. And you know what?
Oh my god.
We'll go ahead and show him something that'll finally make him admit it. Oh, next time.
I genuinely think that it has to do with whatever Makaru was talking about.
I think we've used about every other piece of evidence that I can think of right now.
Aside from the whole hand thing.
Yeah, that's got to play a part somewhere.
Like,
so I'm
sure,
waiting
because
for
otherwise it's because what do you call it? Chekhov's gun or whatever.
Yep, it's been loaded.
Uh-huh.